Welcome, junior detectives. Today you're joining the FBI for a special mission. Forget fingerprint analysis and high-speed chases for now. Your task is to solve 10 fun riddles that will test your wits. Do you have what it takes to think like an FBI agent? Think of this as your mental boot camp, except instead of push-ups, it's brain-busting puzzles. Let's find out. Our first case takes us deep into the heart of an incredibly tidy office. A detective is hard at work, hot on the trail of well, let's just say a really important clue. He reaches for his trusty pencil, the one he uses to circle things in photos and jot down brilliant deductions, but it's gone. Vanished! He distinctly remembers placing it on his desk, right next to his half-eaten donut. Could this be the work of a cunning criminal mastermind? Or maybe, just maybe, there's a simpler explanation. Your clue, my eager rookie, is this. Sometimes things fall to a lower place. Pause for dramatic effect. Did you figure it out? Of course you did. The pencil simply rolled off the desk and is probably chilling with the dust bunnies. It's always the simplest answer, isn't it? Don't worry, we'll ramp up the difficulty soon enough. Great start, Agent. You found the pencil. Let's see if you can solve the next one. All right, rookie, let's step things up a notch. Picture this. A dimly lit warehouse, the air thick with suspicion. You're faced with two packages, both the same size, resting on a dusty table. One is filled with fluffy feathers, light as a whisper. The other, packed tight with bricks, heavy as a bag of regrets after a night out in Vegas. The question, my astute friend, is deceptively simple. Which package weighs more? Your clue, should you choose to accept it, and you should because this isn't a Mission Impossible movie where you can just walk away, is this. Think about the material inside each package. Pause for dramatic effect. This one's a no-brainer, right? It's the package full of bricks. Even if they're wrapped in the same boring brown paper, you'd know just by picking them up. See, sometimes being observant is just as important as being clever. You're on a roll. Easy enough, right? Let's move on. Our next case takes us to a snow-covered landscape, the silence broken only by the crunch of your boots. A trail of footprints, fresh and undisturbed, winds its way through the pristine snow. It's the only sign of human life for miles, leading you deeper into the mystery. But then it happens. The footprints, they just stop. No struggle, no sudden change in direction, just a clean break. It's like the person just vanished into thin air. But we, my friend, know better than to believe in magic. Your clue, whispered on the icy wind, is this? Think about ways someone might stop leaving footprints. Pause for dramatic effect. Did you deduce the answer? Maybe our suspect hopped into a waiting vehicle, leaving no trace behind. Or perhaps, and this is where things get really interesting, they turned around and walked backward, perfectly retracing their steps. Sneaky, right? Nice deduction. You're getting the hang of this. Next riddle coming up. Time for a good old-fashioned whodunit. Farmer Giles, a man who loves his apples more than life itself, reports a crime most foul. Someone has absconded with a bushel of his prize-winning Granny Smiths. We have three suspects. John, a film buff with a penchant for popcorn, claims he was at the cinema, enjoying the latest blockbuster. Mary, a bookworm with a nose perpetually stuck in a novel, swears she was lost in the library. And then there's Sam, who insists he was fast asleep, dreaming of electric sheep, or maybe just regular sheep. We haven't gotten to that part of the investigation yet. Your clue, whispered amongst the rustling leaves of the orchard, is this. Think about who would need a reason to be outside. Pause for dramatic effect. Let's be honest, sleeping in doesn't require someone to be outdoors. And while we admire Mary's dedication to literature, libraries are generally indoors. That leaves us with John and his love of movies. But wait, cinemas are indoors too. It seems our sleepy suspect Sam might be the one with something to hide. After all, who can verify you were sleeping if no one saw you? Smart thinking, Agent. You're doing great. Let's keep going. Chapter 5. The Case of the Forgotten Password. Tick-tock, tick-tock, the pressure is on, rookie. We're staring down a steel-faced safe, its contents a mystery begging to be unlocked. Problem is, our usually very prepared detective seems to have forgotten the password. The only clue he can offer between bouts of forehead slapping is that it's a common three-letter word. Your clue, whispered through the tense silence, is this. It's something many people say every day. Pause for dramatic effect. Come on, rookie, even a toddler could crack this one. See, sometimes the most obvious answer is the right one. Let's just hope whatever's inside that safe was worth all this trouble. Fantastic, you cracked the safe. On to the next challenge. Chapter 6. The Curious Case of the Open Window. Hold on to your fedoras, detectives, because this next case is a real head-scratcher. Our detective enters a room, and right away, two things are out of place. The window is wide open, and there's a puddle of water on the floor. Now this isn't some elaborate trap in a Saw movie, it's a riddle, and riddles have logical answers. Your clue, dripping like the water from the windowsill, is this. What could bring water inside through an open window? Pause for dramatic effect. It wasn't a rogue sprinkler system or a leaky pipe, was it? Nope, it was the weather. A gust of wind likely blew rain through the open window, creating our little puddle. See, even Mother Nature likes to play in our crime scene sometimes. Nice work, Agent, you're really in the zone. Let's solve the next one. Chapter 7. The Missing House Key Caper. Even the best detectives have their off days, and in this case, our hero's off day involves a door and a whole lot of frustrated sighing. He's back home after a long day of solving crimes, but there's one tiny problem: he can't find his house key. He's checked his pockets more times than he can count, emptied his briefcase twice, and even resorted to looking under the welcome mat. You never know. But the key is nowhere to be found. Your clue, echoing through the empty hallway, is this. It might be closer than he thinks. Pause for dramatic effect. Did you guess it? The key is in the door. Maybe he forgot to take it out after unlocking it earlier. Hey, even crime-solving geniuses can be forgetful sometimes. At least he doesn't have to call a locksmith. Great job, detective. The key was right under your nose. Chapter 8. The Locked Room Riddle. Our detective finds himself in a predicament as classic as a monocle at a murder mystery party. Locked in a room. No windows, no secret passages, just four walls, a sturdy door, and a distinct lack of convenient plot devices. Oh, and did I mention the only other things in the room are a mirror and a table? Don't worry, we're not going all Beauty and the Beast on you. This isn't a furniture-based love story. Your clue, reflected in the surface of that lonely mirror, is this. Think about how you could use reflection to your advantage. Pause for dramatic effect. This is where things get a little meta. He looks in the mirror, sees what he saw, takes the saw, and cuts the table in half. Two halves make a whole, and he escapes through the hole. Clever thinking, Agent. Only two more to go. Chapter 9. The Three Switches and a Light Bulb Dilemma. Welcome to the ultimate test of logic and, dare I say, a tiny bit of electrical engineering. You're standing in a dark room, the only source of light the faint glow of your phone screen. Put that away, rookie, you're on the job. Outside the room there are three light switches. One and only one of these switches controls the light bulb inside. Here's the catch. You can flip the switches however you like, do your best dance, even sing them a little song if you're feeling musical. But you can only open the door and check the bulb once. Your clue, flickering like a light bulb about to burn out, is this. Think about the heat a light bulb gives off. Pause for dramatic effect. Ready for the solution? Turn on the first switch and leave it on for a few minutes. Turn it off, then flip on the second switch. Now open the door and observe. If the light is on, it's the second switch. If it's off but the bulb is warm, it's the first switch. And if it's off and cold, well, you've got yourself the third switch. Impressive. You've figured it out. Here's the final riddle. Chapter 10. The Final Enigma. One riddle stands between you and honorary FBI agent status. Take a deep breath, adjust your imaginary detective hat, and prepare to be baffled. Our detective receives a cryptic note, the kind that makes you check over your shoulder and double-check the locks on your doors. It simply reads, I am not alive, but I can grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but water kills me. What am I? Your final clue, crackling with the weight of the challenge, is this. Think about something that needs air to survive but can't live in water. Pause for dramatic effect. The answer, my friends, is fire. It's not alive, but it grows. It needs air to fuel its flames, and water? Well, water is its kryptonite. Amazing work. You've solved the final riddle and proven yourself as an honorary FBI agent. Great job. Case closed. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these riddles, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fun challenges. Give yourselves a pat on the back, detectives. You've cracked codes, solved mysteries, and outsmarted even the sneakiest of criminals, or at least hypothetical ones. Remember, the world is full of riddles, and you're now equipped with the mental agility to solve them. Until next time, keep thinking like an agent.